Yeah.
So, all right. So welcome, Victoria. Thank you for taking the time out, to join us today.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to speak to you, I guess, because I said, I saw your story a little bit, and
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to get a little bit more information about you, as well as your foundation that you're doing and all the work and, everything else that you're doing. So I guess we'll just kick it off by, I guess, just, give us a little bit of background about yourself, like what motivated you to do that at such a young age, because like I said, most of the time people get into things like this older, you're very, young, and, you already have such a big enterprise going.
Yeah.
So what motivated you, and kind of give us a little bit of an overview of basically of the company and everything. And yeah, just, go from there.
So, about 2 years ago, 3 years in November, my grandfather had passed away from colon cancer. And he fought till the very end, and I realized how hard it was for him. And then I always knew about what childhood cancer was, but I was never really involved in it as much as I am now. And then after his battle, I started to get more involved in childhood cancer, because I realized if it was so hard for him, it's probably harder for kids. And so then that's just how it started. And then one day we just came up with the name, and it all just happened at once, sort of. And then from there we've done a lot of things in the hospital and with individual kids. Our main goal is to send care packages to children battling cancer. We try to go every 2 months to the hospital, and we do little arts and crafts with the kids on the oncology floor, and we'll bring them a little package. So we try to do it with a holiday, or the time of the month. So we went in August, and we did a little beach theme. So we had buckets of the sand buckets, and then now we want to go for Halloween. We'll do a little Halloween theme. So that's just our main goal, and also to spread awareness of childhood cancer. And we also do individual visits to kids. We recently went to this little girl Dakota's house in Apopka, Florida, which is by Orlando. And we bring them care packages. We'll hang out with them for a little bit. We'll talk to the parents. And that's just mainly what we focus on.
Okay, awesome. So how did you get into, like I said, did you just approach the hospitals, or how did you get into that, was it something, that you just stumble across somebody and then you started with that? How did you start with that?
Well, before I started Victory for Kids, I had done a care package for a girl my age with another organization. And then I also volunteered for other childhood cancer organizations here in Miami. And, that's when I started really seeing that that's something that I would want to do. And then, after doing it with them, people had told me that I should do something. And then that's how it just kind of started. I met somebody from one of the hospitals, Nicklaus Children's Hospital, but we didn't really get into there. We focused more at Holtz Children's Hospital. And I got in there because of the person that I had worked with in the other organization that I helped. So they helped me get into that hospital.
Okay, awesome. And is it just you, or is it a group of, is it like I said, is it you and let's say your family, or do you have peers your age that are doing all this stuff, or, who is basically involved in the organization?
Well, it's mainly me and my dad who focus on the posting on Instagram, the behind of the scenes stuff. But when you go to the hospital, I try to take as many friends as I can.
Yeah.
So that they can volunteer with me, because a lot of my friends, they see me doing it, and then I think it kind of motivates them to also, get involved. And I just having my friends there, because it makes it more enjoyable to see that not only am I helping the kids who are in the hospital, but I'm also showing something different to my friends.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, I've seen your posts, and like it's heartbreaking for me to watch, you know.
Yeah.
And like I you know, it's, I really have to give you, you know, like, you know, hats off, and you know, really, I
Thank
mean,
you.
very proud of you, you know, for going out there and doing this, because it takes a lot of courage, you know, and
Thank
it
you.
takes a lot to actually go and meet with the kids, just to see what they're going through, you know. It's,
Yeah.
you know, it's horrendous, you know. So
Yeah, it's difficult sometimes.
yes, no, I'm sure. So do you guys also do help like individual kids? Like basically, do you get donations, and do you guys help with funds, or is it basically just, you know, kind of brighten their day, and you know, we do different events and things like that?
We focus mainly to do like the different events, and I'm sure like eventually when we grow a little bit bigger, we'd start to help individual families. Right now, we're kind of doing something like that for the little girl that we visited in Apopka, Florida. So we want to surprise them with like a bunch of gift cards to like help them financially.
Yeah.
We usually don't do things like that, but you know, they did tell us like their story, and they, you know, having a kid who has cancer leaves like a financial burden on the family, especially, you know, only one of the parents, like they only have one income.
Okay. Yeah.
So we decided to surprise them with gift cards. So right now we're collecting different gift cards, you know, like Publix, gas, Amazon, anything that like can really go to like something that we need in our everyday lives.
Yeah.
But we do focus mainly on, you know, like making their day brighter, doing activities, and bringing them care packages.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
And all right. So how? So your organization is based mainly like in Miami, or you're venturing out to other areas? I know you mentioned Apopka, but like, you know, like, are you also going into other hospitals besides Holt's Hospital, or you know, you're just basically focusing on that hospital?
Well, right now we're just focusing on that one hospital, and eventually I hope to like go to, you know, Nicholas Children's Hospital, and then there's one land
The connection is getting a little bit bad.
do care pass for oh sorry,
No, it's
is it
okay.
better
It's like,
now?
I don't know if it's me, or because like
Okay.
since the storm, we like my connection
Yeah.
has been bad too.
Yeah, so we're only focused at Holtz, but then
Uh-huh.
hello.
Yeah, now I can hear you. Now
Okay.
you're back.
Okay, perfect. Sorry. So
Cell phone signal is really bad because of the storm.
yeah.
The towers are not.
Yeah, no, I know. It's okay.
So we mainly focus on Holtz. So eventually I hope to get into Nicholas Children's Hospital and some other hospitals in the state of Florida. But we do also do care packages for kids out of state. So we'll mail it to them. We did one for a kid in Michigan, somebody in Texas, another one in Arizona. We try to like, you know, kind of take it to like all of the United States.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So do you actually get parents from like other, you know, states, and do you get actually parents, you know, that contact you guys to come out, or how do you know, basically you just, you know, like I said, you just go to the hospitals and you do that, like, or, you know, how do you get like, do you actually get also, you know, parents that ask maybe for help or something, or, you know, how does that work?
Usually I reach out to some kids. I've had one of the little boys that we did who lives in Michigan, his aunt lives in Florida, and she's one of our family friends. And she messaged me right when he was diagnosed. And then once when she told me that, I decided I'd do the care package for him. And then also I had posted something about the hurricane, and if any of the families, like the childhood cancer families, needed any help, to please contact me. And that's when the people from Orlando contacted me. But I'd say it's like half and half. A lot of the times I contact them, but then sometimes they do come to me.
Okay. How long have you been basically open as an organization? I mean, when did you start doing this?
It started in April of 2016.
Okay.
The first year, or I'd say like the first 6 months, was kind of you know, getting like the behind the scenes, like I like to call it, you know, like the 501c3, the nonprofit, the, you know, like donations and stuff before we got to the hospital. It probably took us a year to get into the hospital, to do the care packages, at the hospital.
Okay.
It's been like, I'd say a year, but we've been open since April of 2016.
Oh, that's awesome.
Plus, you're a full-time student and I work.
Yeah, no, we heard that.
Yeah.
No, it's yeah, I hear you. I know how, because I also, like I said, I just started all this stuff because of my personal, experience. And so I was just like also, like, and I've interviewed different people, but it's sometimes, because we interview like sometimes the success stories, but then sometimes you don't always get the success stories.
Yeah.
And it's tough,
Yeah.
So it's that's awesome. So
Thank you.
so let me then ask you this. Do you have like any because like what we'll do is basically I'll get from you all the information of where everybody can basically touch base with you, or where they can connect with you. But also, if you have maybe any families or whatnot that need help or whatever, maybe you have links or information that we can add to, so that, you never know. Like I said, I would love to be able to help somehow so that maybe we get some more awareness, because definitely, I guess it's pediatric cancer is it's very heartbreaking,
Yeah.
I mean, it's heartbreaking in any case, but I think it's even more when it's kids, right?
Yeah.
And so I would love to, like I said, put those links together, and like maybe I don't know if you have any families that you're dealing with right now. I don't know, maybe give a little bit of background or something so that we can see if we can get some help also, or maybe extra care packages, or maybe cards like you said that you guys do.
Yeah.
Also,
I could share Dakota's story if you'd like.
Yeah, sure. That'll be awesome.
So Dakota is 3 years old, and she was diagnosed in April of this year with acute lymphoblastic leukemia. And when she was diagnosed, the mom, excuse me, she was a full-time or a part-time nurse, but she had to quit her job to take Dakota to all the different treatments.
Yeah.
And and like she goes three times a week to clinic. And the only income is the father.
Yeah.
And like I said, like it does leave a financial burden sometimes to some families. And Dakota was so sweet when we met her. We brought her, she loves these little blind bags and unicorns. So we went and we brought her like I said, the blind bags, chalk, bubbles, and we were just there for about an hour and a half. And we were playing with the chalk on the sidewalk. And it's it's kind of different. Like, these kids go through so much, but then it's like they're so happy at the end of the day. It's like if they're not dealing with any of this stuff. And I think it's like so important that we spread awareness of this stuff.
Yeah. Because
childhood cancer only receives 3.8% of the National Cancer Institute.
Wow.
And they give 96 to adult cancers.
Yeah.
So we're just collecting right now. Some gift cards for her family. We brought them a $50 gift card because of the hurricane.
Yeah.
And then we'd like to continue to give them, some more support in this hard time. We've already collected about like a few $100s.
Oh, that's
for
awesome.
them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, it's that's funny. I didn't know that it's only 4%. So basically, the research, it's only 4% of the research that's being done is for childhood. That's very little.
Yeah, like the money that they get that goes to the research, it's barely anything.
Sorry, I don't know if you hear my kids. They're screaming downstairs.
It's okay.
Because I don't know. They probably must have, been fighting about whatever they're watching. But yeah, so that's I mean, like I said, that's very little because like especially do you know like how many kids get diagnosed? Like, is it daily or is it weekly or monthly or how?
Every single day, about 46 kids in the United States get diagnosed.
46 kids? Oh, I think we lost you a little bit. You said 46 kids? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. No,
okay, sorry.
Yeah. No, that's fine. So you said it's 46 kids that get diagnosed every day?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a very big number.
Yeah.
Because 46 kids? Just in the
Yes,
US or
it's a
world?
lot. I'm sorry, I broke up really
No, I'm
quickly. I couldn't
saying
hear.
46 kids, is that just in the US or is that worldwide? Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's only in the United States.
Oh my God, that's a lot. Like, I mean, I don't know, it just seems like a lot to me. I don't know, 46 per day? That's horrible. Let me see, because that's 46.
Yeah.
That's 322 kids a week.
Yep.
Oh my God. That's like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, the odds are.
that's 15,000 kids a year. That is. I know it's
Sorry.
okay.
Can you
Like
hear
I
me?
said, we completely lost you.
Yeah.
What I was asking was, like I said, if you know what research says, like what I guess the causes or like why kids would be getting, cancer, like do you know that? Or I mean, we can always look it up, but I would just know if, since you're involved, maybe you have more insight in.
No?
Yeah, now I can hear you better. Uh-huh.
Okay. So.
No, I think we still lost you. I think you were better like by that tree or something. No, I lost you. I mean, I still see you, but
Hello?
I don't hear anything.
How about now?
I can hear you better. Hello? No. Maybe if I remove the video, I don't know. Oh, hello.
Hi, is it better
Oh,
now?
yeah, now it's a little bit better, yeah.
Okay. Thanks, sorry.
So, no, it's okay.
So like I was saying, they don't really think that there's a cause to childhood cancer because obviously like a kid doesn't smoke.
Uh-huh.
So like the lung cancer is actually not common in kids,
Okay.
but like they haven't lived long enough for the junk food and stuff to like really ruin their bodies. A lot of the times they just think it happens,
Mhm.
it never is like it just it can happen to anybody. Yeah.
Okay. No, I just didn't know if maybe you knew like basically, because I know of course on Google or whatever we can you can always like check like basically because I know research always comes out with different things, but
Yeah.
maybe you had more insight. So but yeah, but like I said, I mean, it's I'm gonna get from you the different links, so that people can basically touch base and we'll throw it out there so that if anybody wants to donate anything, that would be great, to help out.
Thank you.
So because we definitely, like I said, I really admire what you're doing,
Thank
and
you.
I do hope and wish that your corporation will grow very big. I mean, like I said, you're still so young, so it's like
Thank
I mean,
you.
like imagine what you can do in 5 years. I mean, you can touch a lot of lives, so that's really awesome. So
Thanks.
yeah. So like I said, I mean, it's just basically quick because like I just wanted, like I said, to find out more about your company and what it is that you do. And so yeah, so like I said, we'll add all the links. So again, thank you so much for chatting with me. I know that you're just coming from school, so I know you're exhausted.
It's okay.
But yeah, I mean, if there's anything, I don't know, is there anything that you wanna say? Basically, maybe something that people don't know or people maybe should be more aware of, or is there anything that you would like to leave us with, like basically like kind of like last words or something maybe that maybe if you've done other interviews, if people ask, or like something that which somebody would ask but they never ask, just give us some last words. Yeah, have anything?
Let me see. Well, a lot of times people, I mean, I guess they may not get confused, but like you see the St. Jude's commercials on TV a lot of times, and you see like cute little like kids with no hair, you know, like having fun, but like it's not that's not always the reality of like childhood cancer. Like I said earlier, like a lot of the kids, you know, they do have fun, they make the best out of like any situation, but you know, their reality is so different. Like then those commercials, there's a lot of behind the scenes things going on.
Yeah.
Their chemo and stuff, they receive chemo that adults are supposed to be receiving, and even if they survive the cancer, the chemo does leave, you know, some type of side effect, you know, to their bodies eventually. So, you know, childhood cancer is not rare. A lot of people don't see it a lot, but you know, when you really search it up and you really learn about it, you realize that this happens like more frequently than we than we thought.
Yeah. No, I mean, definitely from what you were saying, like 46 kids a day, that's statistics. I mean, that's really a lot, because like I said, that's 15,000 kids a year. That's a lot, you know.
That's like 2 classrooms.
Yeah.
You know, of students.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, you know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's hope, you know, like let's hope the numbers start going down, you know. And so yeah, so like I said, so we'll definitely, you know, add all your links, and again, you know, thank you so much for coming out, and